Hello everyone, welcome back to the English Academy. If you are watching this video, there is a good chance that you want to speak English confidently, but you have one big problem. You do not have an English-speaking partner. Maybe your friends are not interested in English. Maybe your family speaks only your native language. Maybe you cannot afford expensive coaching classes. Or maybe you simply like studying alone. Now here is the good news. Learning English alone is not a disadvantage. In fact, many fluent English speakers became fluent without attending any spoken English class. They created their own learning system. Today, I will show you exactly how you can build that system. Everything in this video can be done at home. You do not need expensive books. You do not need a teacher sitting beside you every day. You do not need to live in an English-speaking country. What you really need is the correct method. Because most learners are not failing due to lack of talent. They are failing because they follow the wrong process. Let me explain. Imagine two students. Both study English for 1 hour every day. After 1 year, one speaks English confidently. The other still translates every sentence in his mind. Why does this happen? The difference is not intelligence. The difference is the way they study. One student practices English like a language. The other studies English like a school subject. This is the biggest mistake. English is not a subject that you memorize. English is a skill. And every skill improves through practice. Think about riding a bicycle. You cannot become good by reading 100 books about bicycles. You have to ride one. The same thing happens with English. Reading grammar rules all day will never make you fluent. Grammar is important. But grammar alone cannot teach you how to communicate. Many learners spend months collecting grammar books. They watch hundreds of grammar videos. They save thousands of vocabulary words. But when someone asks a simple question, "What did you do today?" they become silent. Why? Because they trained their memory. They never trained their speaking ability. From today, I want you to change your mindset. Your goal is not to know English. Your goal is to use English. There is a huge difference. Knowing 10,000 words is useless if you cannot make one simple sentence. Instead of asking yourself, "How many words did I memorize today?" ask yourself, "How many sentences did I actually speak today?" That one question can completely change your learning journey. Now let us talk about another common mistake. Many students wait for motivation. They say, "I will start seriously from Monday." Or, "I will study when I feel motivated." But successful learners do not depend on motivation. They depend on habits. Motivation changes every day. Habits stay with you. Some days you feel energetic. Some days you feel lazy. If your learning depends only on feelings, you will never stay consistent. Instead, create a simple daily routine. Even 30 minutes every day is better than studying 5 hours only on Sunday. Consistency always beats intensity. Remember this sentence. Small progress every day creates big results over time. Now many people ask, "Can I really become fluent by studying alone?" The answer is yes. But only if you make English a part of your daily life. English should not exist only inside your notebook. It should exist in your phone. Your music. Your videos. Your thoughts. Your daily routine. The more English becomes a normal part of your day, the faster your brain accepts it. Your brain learns through repetition. If English appears only for 30 minutes every week, your brain treats it like temporary information. But if English appears every day, again and again, your brain slowly accepts it as something important. That is exactly how children learn languages. Nobody gives a small child a grammar book. Nobody teaches complicated rules first. Children listen. They observe. They repeat. They make mistakes. They improve naturally. As adults, we often try to reverse this process. We want perfect grammar before speaking. We want perfect pronunciation before opening our mouth. We want complete confidence before making our first conversation. That day never comes. Confidence is not the starting point. Confidence is the result of practice. So stop waiting to become confident. Start practicing first. Confidence will automatically follow. Now let me share the first rule that every self-learner should follow. Rule number 1. Build an English environment around yourself. If your entire day happens in your native language, your brain has no reason to think in English. But if English surrounds you naturally, learning becomes much easier. Change your phone language to English. Use English subtitles whenever possible. Read simple English articles. Listen to easy English podcasts. Watch beginner-friendly English videos. Follow English content creators. Even 5 or 10 small changes like these can create a powerful learning environment. The goal is simple. Make English impossible to avoid. When your brain sees English every day, it slowly stops treating it as something difficult. Instead, it becomes familiar. And familiar things always feel easier. This is why daily exposure is much more powerful than occasional hard study. Never underestimate the power of small daily actions. 1 page every day. 1 conversation every day. 1 short video every day. 1 paragraph every day. These tiny efforts may look small today. But after 1 year, they become extraordinary results. That is how real language learning works. The next step is understanding something that almost every beginner ignores. Input is important. But input alone is not enough. If you only watch English videos, you become a good listener. If you only read English books, you become a good reader. But speaking improves only when you actually speak. This is where many self-learners stop. They think speaking is impossible because nobody is around to practice. That is completely wrong. Your first speaking partner is you. Yes, it may sound strange. But talking to yourself is one of the most effective techniques for improving spoken English. Start with simple topics. Describe your room. Describe your breakfast. Talk about your plans. Talk about yesterday. Talk about your favorite movie. Do not worry if your sentences are short. Short correct sentences are much better than long confusing ones. For example, instead of saying something complicated, simply say, I woke up at 7. I made tea. I read a book. I worked for 2 hours. These simple sentences teach your brain to produce English naturally. Every day, increase the difficulty little by little. Soon your brain will stop translating every sentence. It will begin creating English automatically. Another excellent exercise is called shadowing. This technique is used by language learners all over the world. Choose an easy English video. Play 1 sentence. Pause it. Repeat exactly what the speaker said. Try to copy the pronunciation. Try to copy the speed. Try to copy the emotion. Do not simply repeat the words. Copy the entire speaking style. This trains your ears and your mouth together. At first, it may feel difficult. That is normal. Every new skill feels uncomfortable in the beginning. But after a few weeks, you will notice something surprising. Your pronunciation starts becoming clearer. Your confidence starts increasing. Your speaking speed slowly improves. That is the power of shadowing. Now let us talk about vocabulary. Many students try to memorize huge vocabulary lists. 500 words. 1,000 words. Sometimes even 5,000 words. After 1 month, they forget most of them. Why? Because isolated words are difficult to remember. Your brain remembers context much better than lists. Instead of memorizing the word improve, learn it inside a sentence. I want to improve my English. Instead of memorizing the word opportunity, learn. This job is a great opportunity. Now you remember not only the word but also how it is used. Always learn vocabulary with sentences. Better yet, create your own sentence. When you create something yourself, your brain works harder. And whatever your brain works harder for, it remembers longer. Here is another useful habit. Keep a small notebook or a notes app. Whenever you find a useful word or expression, write it down. But never write only the meaning. Write one complete sentence. Then read those sentences every night. This takes only 10 minutes. But after 6 months, you will have hundreds of useful real-life sentences. That notebook becomes your personal English book. Now let's discuss grammar. Many beginners are afraid of grammar. Some learners spend years searching for the perfect grammar course. The truth is much simpler. Learn grammar only as much as you need. Do not try to master every rule before speaking. Start with the basics. Present simple. Present continuous. Past simple. Future forms. Basic question patterns. Common prepositions. These structures cover most daily conversations. As your English grows, your grammar will naturally improve. Remember, children do not learn every grammar rule before speaking. They speak first. Then accuracy develops over time. Adults can follow the same principle. Speak. Notice mistakes. Correct them. Speak again. That cycle creates improvement. Do not fear mistakes. Mistakes are not signs of failure. They are signs of learning. Every fluent speaker has made thousands of mistakes. The only difference is they kept going. Now think about this. If you never make mistakes, it probably means you are speaking too little. So instead of asking, "What if I make a mistake?" ask, "What will I learn from this mistake?" That small change in thinking removes fear. And once fear disappears, learning becomes much faster. One more habit can completely change your progress. Record your own voice. Most people avoid this because they feel embarrassed. But nobody else needs to hear it. Record yourself reading a paragraph. Listen carefully. Notice your pronunciation. Notice your speed. Notice where you hesitate. Then record it again after 1 week. Compare both recordings. You will hear improvement that you never noticed before. This also builds confidence because your progress becomes real instead of imaginary. Learning alone does not mean learning without feedback. You can become your own teacher. Listen carefully. Find mistakes. Correct them. Practice again. That simple process helps thousands of learners improve every single day. Now let us move to one of the most powerful habits that separates fast learners from slow learners. Start thinking in English. Most learners have the same habit. They first create a sentence in their native language. Then they translate it into English. This process makes speaking slow and stressful. Your goal is to remove the translation step little by little. Do not worry about perfect sentences. Simply start thinking with easy English. For example, when you wake up, think, "I am awake. I need water. I have to brush my teeth." While eating breakfast, think, "This tea is hot. The food tastes good. I need more sugar." When you are walking outside, describe everything you see. The road is busy. The weather is pleasant. That car is very fast. The sky looks beautiful today. These small thoughts train your brain to live in English. At first, you may only think for 1 minute. That is perfectly fine. Next week, make it 3 minutes. Then 5. Then 10. Slowly, English becomes your natural thinking language. Now let us discuss reading. Many learners choose books that are far above their level. They open the first page. They find 20 unknown words. They lose confidence. Then they stop reading. This is the wrong approach. Choose material that you can understand easily. If you understand around 90% of the words, that book is perfect for your level. Easy reading builds confidence. Difficult reading often builds frustration. Do not try to impress anyone with difficult books. Your goal is improvement, not appearance. Read simple stories. Read short news articles. Read children's books. Read graded readers. Every page you understand increases your confidence. While reading, do not stop after every unknown word. Try to guess the meaning from the sentence first. This is exactly how fluent readers read. They do not use a dictionary every minute. They understand through context. Only check the dictionary if the word appears many times or is important for understanding. This habit saves time and improves comprehension. Now let us talk about listening. Listening is not simply hearing English. It is understanding spoken English naturally. Many beginners make one common mistake. They watch difficult movies with fast conversations. After 10 minutes, they understand almost nothing. Then they think, "My listening is very poor." Actually, the problem is not their ability. The problem is the level of the content. Start with slow English. Choose beginner-friendly videos. Listen to the same video more than once. The first time, understand the general idea. The second time, notice useful expressions. The third time, repeat important sentences aloud. One short video watched 3 times teaches more than 10 videos watched carelessly. Quality is always more important than quantity. Now let us discuss consistency. Many people study with great excitement for 1 week. Then they disappear for 10 days. After that, they start again. This cycle continues for months. The result is very slow progress. Language learning rewards consistency, not excitement. Even 25 minutes every day is enough if you continue for a long time. Think of English like going to the gym. One long workout cannot build a strong body. Daily practice creates strength. The same rule applies to language learning. Do not ask, "How many hours should I study today?" Instead ask, "Can I study again tomorrow?" That question builds long-term success. Another useful technique is reviewing. Most people keep learning new lessons. But they never revise old ones. As a result, they forget everything. A better system is simple. Spend some time learning something new. Then spend some time reviewing yesterday's lesson. At the end of every week, review everything you learned during the week. Revision moves information from short-term memory to long-term memory. Without revision, learning disappears very quickly. With revision, learning becomes permanent. Now let us discuss confidence. Many learners believe confidence comes first. Actually, action comes first. Confidence follows repeated action. Every sentence you speak increases confidence. Every paragraph you read increases confidence. Every recording you make increases confidence. Confidence is built through evidence. When your brain sees that you are practicing every day, it starts believing that improvement is possible. That belief changes everything. Instead of comparing yourself with fluent speakers, compare yourself with the person you were last month. If your pronunciation is better. If your vocabulary is larger. If your listening has improved. Then you are moving in the right direction. That is the only comparison that truly matters. There is one more habit that successful English learners follow. They use English for a real purpose. Do not study English only to finish a lesson. Use it while doing everyday activities. If you search something on Google, search in English. If you want to learn a new skill, watch an English video. If you write a daily plan, write it in English. If you keep a diary, write a few lines in English every night. The more you use English in real life, the less it feels like a subject. It simply becomes a part of your daily routine. Now let us create a simple study plan that anyone can follow. You do not need 4 or 5 hours every day. One focused hour is enough if you use it correctly. Spend the first 15 minutes listening to easy English. Do not worry about understanding every word. Focus on the main idea. Then spend the next 15 minutes reading a simple article or a graded reader. Underline useful sentences instead of difficult words. After that, spend 15 minutes speaking. Describe your day. Answer simple questions. Repeat sentences from the video you watched earlier. Finally, spend the last 15 minutes reviewing your notebook. Read old vocabulary. Read useful expressions. Read the sentences you created. This 1-hour routine improves all 4 skills together. Listening, reading, speaking, and vocabulary. If you have only 30 minutes, do not quit. Simply reduce the time for each activity. The important thing is not the number of hours. The important thing is showing up every single day. Now let us talk about pronunciation. Many learners think they need a foreign accent. That is not true. Your goal is clear pronunciation, not a perfect accent. People should understand you easily. That is what matters. Do not become obsessed with sounding exactly like a native speaker. Instead, focus on speaking clearly. Speak a little slower. Open your mouth properly. Finish every sentence. Do not swallow words. As your confidence grows, your speed will naturally increase. Another mistake many learners make is trying to learn everything at once. Grammar, vocabulary, idioms, phrasal verbs, business English, academic English, slang. All in one day. This creates confusion. Learn one thing well before adding another. Imagine building a house. You first build a strong foundation. Then the walls. Then the roof. English works the same way. Strong basics make advanced learning much easier. Now let's discuss mistakes once again because they are extremely important. Suppose you say, "He go to school." Someone corrects you. The correct sentence is, "He goes to school." Do not feel embarrassed. Your brain has just learned something valuable. That correction makes you stronger. Every mistake is a lesson. The only real mistake is refusing to practice because you are afraid. Remember this sentence. Fluent speakers are not people who never make mistakes. They are people who never stop speaking. Now ask yourself one question. How many hours do you spend on your phone every day? 2 hours? 3 hours? Maybe even more. Imagine using just 30 minutes of that time for English. In 1 month, you would complete around 15 hours of practice. In 1 year, you would complete more than 180 hours. Without changing your lifestyle, you could completely transform your English. The time already exists. You only need to use it wisely. Technology can either distract you or educate you. The choice is always yours. Follow English pages on social media. Watch useful short videos. Listen to English podcasts while walking. Read English posts instead of scrolling aimlessly. Turn your phone into a learning partner instead of a distraction. One final habit that many successful learners follow is tracking progress. Keep a calendar. Every day you study, mark that day. Soon you will build a long chain. When you see that chain growing, you will not want to break it. Small daily wins create powerful motivation. Do not wait until you become fluent to celebrate. Celebrate consistency. Celebrate discipline. Celebrate every small improvement. Because small improvements, repeated every day, eventually create extraordinary results. Think back to the day you started learning English. Compare yourself with that version of yourself. You know more words now. You understand more sentences now. You have more confidence now. That means you are already moving forward. Progress may be slow sometimes. But slow progress is still progress. Keep learning. Keep practicing. Keep believing in the process. One day, the English that feels difficult today will become completely natural. Now, before we finish, let me leave you with something that can completely change the way you learn English. Stop searching for the perfect method. There is no perfect book. There is no perfect app. There is no perfect YouTube channel. There is no perfect course. The best method is the one you follow consistently. Many learners waste months comparing different resources. One day they study from one app. The next day they switch to another. Then they buy a new course. After that, they watch another teacher. Every week they change their plan. As a result, they never stay with one system long enough to see real progress. Choose one learning system. Follow it for at least 3 months. Then evaluate your improvement. Do not judge a method after only 1 week. Real progress takes time. Another important point is patience. Language learning is not a race. Some people learn faster. Some people need more time. That is completely normal. Your journey is different from everyone else's. If you compare yourself with others every day, you will lose motivation. Instead, compete with yesterday's version of yourself. Did you learn one new sentence today? Did you speak for 5 more minutes today? Did you understand one more paragraph today? If the answer is yes, then today was successful. Never underestimate the value of small victories. Now let me give you a simple challenge. For the next 30 days, promise yourself only 3 things. First, spend at least 30 minutes with English every day. Second, speak English aloud for at least 10 minutes, even if you are speaking to yourself. Third, learn 5 useful sentences every day instead of memorizing random words. If you complete this challenge honestly, you will notice a clear difference in your confidence. You will understand more. You will hesitate less. You will think faster. And most importantly, English will stop feeling impossible. Remember, fluency is not built in one day. It is built one sentence at a time. One conversation at a time. One page at a time. One habit at a time. Whenever you feel like giving up, remember why you started. Maybe you want a better job. Maybe you want to study abroad. Maybe you want to travel. Maybe you simply want to speak English confidently without fear. Whatever your reason is, keep it in your mind. A strong reason creates strong discipline. There will be days when learning feels difficult. There will be days when you feel that nothing is improving. Keep going anyway. Progress is often invisible until one day you suddenly realize that you can understand a full video. You can read an article without translating. You can answer questions naturally. You can speak without stopping after every sentence. Those moments are the reward for your consistency. Do not quit before reaching them. Finally, remember these simple rules. Listen every day. Read every day. Speak every day. Think in English every day. Review regularly. Accept mistakes. Stay consistent. Trust the process. If you follow these principles, studying English alone will never be a weakness. It will become your greatest strength because you will learn how to improve without depending on anyone else. That skill will help you not only in English but in every area of your life. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you found these methods helpful and learned something new today, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the English Academy, and share it with someone who is trying to learn English alone. Keep learning. Keep practicing. And I will see you in the next video. Take care, and have a wonderful day.